everybody, and welcome back. I am Panda Pops, and it is Thursday, back to our regular scheduled day of doing this. So if you were here on Tuesday, because now, if you don't know, now I stream Voxedit on a Tuesday as well, same time as what I do it on Thursdays, but it's also on a Tuesday. And yeah, we did the windows. We made this little side bit to make a nice L shape, and we started doing the windows. So we're going to continue with the windows and to absolutely smash out some windows right here, right now, and answer any and all your questions. Oh my gosh, Townie coming in with a diamond. I appreciate that diamond. How are you doing, Townie? Are you good? Thank you. Really, really appreciate. Oh, alright, I'm not on the right thing. Oh, I meant to. Still didn't go on the right thing. There we go. We'll fill it in this way. But yeah, how are you? Are you having a good old day? What is going on with you? Okay, let's just get the height sorted because I want it to be the exact same height. Not going with weird heights here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we go. Oh no, how much do we go in by? We're at this corner. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's a corner. 1, 2, 3. Up here, these are slightly different widths, so we'll have to go off of what this width is. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's on the fourth one, not on the. Already gone wrong. Already done it wrong. The fourth one. Life is good in LA. Ooh, you're from LA. Awesome. I have never been. I would like to go to America at some point. Hello, Rebecca Brotherston. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Right, and this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. And we go up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Well, we did it wrong both times. Oh, wait. I'm including that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Would like to go to America at some point. I think it would be quite nice. And then we're going to just grab this and take it out of here. Take that out. Beautiful. Now we have two the exact same height. And we've got to go for the fun bit. Hey! Okay, so if you don't know by now, if you haven't seen my previous stuff, I butcher people's names. No matter how easy they probably are to say, I will say it wrong. So thank you, Ivelo BG. I am sorry for butchering your name. Just what I do, apparently. But if you have any questions over what I'm doing, what is it that I'm using, what is Sandbox and all that stuff, England is cool too. Yeah, it's alright. I think, like, most people just aren't too keen on, like, their hometown where they grow up or their home country. And it takes, like, an outsider to sort of point certain things out. I mean, there are really cool things, like, where I live, there's a really nice woodland. And that's really nice. I enjoy that. I like nature. Well, that's nice. But yeah, I think just visiting other countries to me just makes me really happy. Have you tried successfully? I did. I ended up with 3 only single plots. Only single plots. I was going to get one of the 400 ones. What is it? Settlement. And I changed my mind because, one, I spent a bit too much ETH buying Miranda stuff the other week when I was only going to get 1 and I got 2. And then I bought a Sandbox land today as well. So I ended up just going, okay, I'm only going to get a settlement, not settlement, a normal plot. But I did get it. I got 2 at once. and then I got one after trying for a very long time. It took a long time. I had about 30 or something failed transactions before anything went through. It wasn't good. It was a very bad experience, I'm gonna be honest. Like, and I know other land sales that haven't always gone right to plan, but I've never been more frustrated of a land sale than I was with Ember Swords. It was absolutely horrific. I'm not saying it's their fault or anything, they probably weren't expecting it to get that busy or whatever, but it was an awful experience. It wasn't fun to do that. Hello, Crypto Eggy. But, Lynn, did you get some land? I didn't manage to get any land today, went so fast. What, in Sandbox? Yeah, the Sandbox one went really fast. You have to be, like, really ready. I have, because I work dual screen, which is really helpful, I had it up on one screen, had it up on the other. I had 2 lands selected, and neither of those were, I was quick enough, and I managed to grab hold of one in the end, and that was, I was very happy with that. But yeah, they do go very fast. It also helps, as a little tip, that sometimes they don't actually go through, or people book them and wait to see if their preferred places go through, and then they take them off, because there were a couple, and there is actually one land that is still currently booked, and it hasn't gone through, so it might come up. Got so lucky because I couldn't buy. It keeps getting error the second confirmation from MetaMask. Oh, yeah, no, it's I'm assuming you're doing it all correctly, but you've got your ETH wrapped on Matic that you connected with MetaMask. I assume you're doing all that correct for the Ember Sword stuff. And I know I was very fortunate to get anything on there, so I'm happy. But where I wanted to buy, I didn't get. I ended up choosing a really far off location, being like, okay, if I can't get where I want, I'm going to get somewhere, and just kept clicking. MF Doom. Oh, you're naming bands. Radiohead, A Wider UK Rocks, David Bowie. Don't forget David Bowie, Beatles. You know, you guys had Elvis, which is really cool. Quite like Radiohead. But yeah, those, like, with Sandbox, you either need to be there, like, really, really quickly to get them, secondary market, or be sat there waiting for people's transactions not to go through. You gotta be there ready to click those, because there were a couple of times I had a chance to click a few after I was waiting for mine to go through. Idols. This game is very difficult and confusing. What, Voxedit? Refresh, which game? Voxedit? What I'm doing right now is, if you want to know how to use like Voxedit tools to be able to create assets and stuff, that's what I'm doing. So if you've got questions over how do you do something, like what does this do, ask, and I will try my best to answer them. I also have numerous tutorials up on YouTube as well. Sandbox. Okay, so what part of Sandbox confuses you? Would be for something for you to say first, so I can hopefully help you. I asked before, well, what is it that you want? Right, we're going to get this colouring correct, so it's dark first. Last time we did it wrong. We did the light colour all over, and then I started doing the dark bits in the middle, and that's not how it goes. What did you ask before? Did I miss it? Oh! That coloured the whole thing in. Where is there a gap? I don't think there was a gap. Oh! Yeah. I did that. Why? That question I asked and you answered about getting crypto. Oh, okay. Yeah, so right now, the sandbox isn't fully out. It's still within the land sale phase. I'm one of the pre-launch asset artists, so I create things like this, and if you're a pre-launch asset artist, they give you themes and stuff. You can't just make whatever you fancy, at least not all the time anyway. You can download, so you can download Voxedit completely for free. You can also download the game maker and make your own games, which can be minted and put on chain in the future, where you can earn money, and people will probably have games where there'll be a prize at the end, where it could be sand, and sand can be traded. Sorry, I just didn't recognize your username, my bad. But I hope everyone's having a good Thursday. For me, Thursdays are the last day of week for me before I have to go back to work. So I have to go back to work tomorrow at 5 a.m. Yay / not yay. I hate getting up that early to go to work at a job that I don't really want to be doing, but to do because, you know, bills, mortgage, all that fun stuff. So the week is like my weekend, and then the weekend is work time for me. But yeah, does anybody have any plans for the weekend? Got anything fun you're gonna be doing? Trying to concentrate on these little bits. But there are many artists and game developers working on making games ready for when all this goes to mainnet. Plus, if you do download the Game Maker, you can play people's gaming experiences completely for free. And if you enter like the game jam competitions, you get a chance of winning some land. And if they really, really like your game, you get the chance of them actually sponsoring you and paying you to keep developing your game if they like what they see. Right, that is that window. Ah, absolutely stunning. Oh wait, we're gonna do these little columns right there. Lovely. I feel like I need to make this one taller, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Right, where... Okay, what line is that up to? That bottom one is... Can you turn that? Oh, is it too loud? Is that better? I've only got it, I only had it on a 4 for me. I didn't realize it was that loud. My bad. I have a question about armor. Can I make an avatar and create an animation that that equips the armor? I don't think so, because I think the equipping of the armor is just automatic within the game. I've not seen any. If you mean like when you're playing the game and you see some armor there, you want an animation to show how they're putting that armor on, or do you just want a character to sort of be in the corner as a as like a world object type thing where you can see he's putting armor on, but you're not playing as that character. Because you can do animations like that. You can have, you know, someone in the corner where, you know, that animation is they're suiting up. But I don't think that's not something I've dealt with. To be honest, that's not something I've done. But I can 100% ask some people who I don't do the animations all that much. I do animations for a lot of just environmentally type assets or object assets. Like, let me show you some of the animations that I've done. You guys might like. So these are the ones that we've done on a Thursday. So let's just get my Tavern bar out. So we made this lovely bar, and right here we've got drink filling. So it actually fills up your mug of whatever that is. And then where's somewhere I've done, do you know what? I'm gonna do that one. Open, Voxedit. Do this one. So this is what it looks like when it's just on idle, and then if you change it to dance battle, so the arrows move up. This is all animation. Yeah, a character that is in the corner. Yeah, it suddenly appears on. Okay, yeah, you can do that. You would do that how you would do any of these sort of things. Let me show you one that I've done on one of the Thursday ones. It's not the same as putting an armor on, but I would say you could do one or two things. So you can unlock unlock the templates to then add your own animation, or you can make your own character and then do all animations for that. And I think that might be better if, well, one, it's a little bit more time consuming, but that might be better if you're looking for something a little bit more bespoke. Suit of armor. So I made this suit of armor, and each piece is how you would make a human pretty much. There's some bits that I took out, so I didn't do the belly and the hips separate. I just did that as one whole thing because I don't want to make it move. But there's the feet, how you would have it all separate, and the legs as well. You would have it in, if you were making it as a human, you would have the bottom of the legs and then the thighs, hips, chest, arms, and hands. I all did in separate pieces. The helmet didn't quite come out how I wanted it to, but that's the best we could do. And then I have a salute where he salutes like that. But you would make it like an environmental theme type thing. So you would take this, for example, you would have your person, you'd place them in there, and then let's say you put like a chest, or even like a wall display that would have armor on it, and you would hide the actual armor inside of that wall display, make sure it's thick enough. Or, you know, and have the armor actually displayed on it, and then you would have them animate as if they're moving to grab it, pull it, and then like put it on themselves or do something like that. You could definitely do that. I would say like have just an idle thing, or like have him like looking at it. Do a couple of animations you could do with that. You could definitely have like a wall with things like armor stuff on it. But yeah, if you wanted it to be an animation where armor just suddenly appears on him, you would need something around where that armor could just go. If you wanted it to just be like he's stood there and then next minute he's in armor, you would need like a chest or something where you could do a keyframe, like a single keyframe, like everything's in the chest at 0, and then at one keyframe all of a sudden it's on him. Like that. But yeah, you could definitely do that. Clankersh! How are you? Thank you for my 3 Pikachus. I really appreciate those Pikachus. How are you, Clankersh? And I would say, how did the land sale go for you? But I already know how the land sale went for you. Hey, Redon. 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 Oh, I can't say people's names because I'm an awful, awful person. Just go with that. Just came back from enjoying a beer in a stormy, rainy evening. Where are you for it to be stormy and rainy? It's gorgeous and sunny here. We're gonna have a heat wave where I am this weekend. It's gonna be lovely. Also Blonde. Hello, Also Blonde. But yeah, I'm good. My eyes are tired. I eventually managed to get... What? You got 13 plots? You're crazy. I wonder your eyes are tired. You must have been mad staring at that screen. How did you get so many? That's insane. I think some people need to know your ways. Oh, I selected that colour. Come here. 13 plots. Did you just wait for ones to not go through? Because I almost clicked on a few of those. Like the non-sale ones. I flipped 5 of them, but unfortunately one of them was a premium plot for oh, so you underflipped it. Wait, did you lose? Did you lose many that way? Depends when you bought the sand if you're going about it that way. 4 hours and 30. Wow. That's a lot of waiting. 13 plots. What is going on? Oh, in Sandbox, the land sale went very quickly. And obviously, if you have the patience of a saint, you can sit there and wait for ones to not go through and quickly snap them up. Which I almost did. There was a couple I really contemplated. I was able to get 1 land. Oh, Kirsch took them all. Blame Kirsch. I only got 1. And then I sold it. I was cheeky. I felt a bit bad about selling it. I kind of want it back. I kind of want it back, but it is what it is. I always get seller's remorse. This is why I never sell anything. I hold so many NFTs. Not because some of them I want to keep, just because I don't have the heart to be like, okay, I'm selling you now. I just can't. I get anxious buying things, and then apparently I get anxious about selling things. So, yeah. I want my premium. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you want that premium plot back. Insane. Seller's remorse. Always get the seller's remorse. But yeah, did anybody get any plots in Ember Sword? Because they had their land sale as well today. That was horrific. I'm gonna say I've never been more frustrated in a land sale than I was with Ember Sword. It was quite hard. But it is what it is. The worst thing is that it was attached to a 12 by 12 in the middle. Oh, Oh, so you really undersold it. At what point did you realize? What point were you like, oh no, was it like straight away? Or only when it sold? But someone had a good day. Yeah, I bet they resold that pretty fast. Like, oh yeah, I'll make a slow little bit of profit off of that. Window's big. Well, until it sold and I saw it. Oh. Oh. See, that's the one thing that makes me really nervous. Because I've contemplated selling one of my Sandbox lands before. And I've just been like, what if I accidentally list the wrong one? Like, and you double check and you triple check and you're still nervous. That's a shame. That sucks when you see that. I see some box land for 30 ETH. How you got that? I haven't got any Sandbox land for 30 ETH. Trust me, if I had 30 ETH worth of something, one, I would not be ashamed to sell that, and two, I would not be going back to work tomorrow morning at 5 AM. I'd be like, okay, I think I'm going to be a full-time content creator, and we'll just have that backup ETH to live off of for a while. Wait, how much is 30 ETH based off of now? 30 ETH. I'm gonna do to USD, even though really $83,000. Is that right? Is that $83,000? Yeah, so £58,000. 58,500 pounds. That's more than how much do I make in a year? I make £9 because I did ask for a promotion, and I say a promotion, I asked for a pay rise and I did get it. Woohoo me. Times 14 hours in a week times 52 in a year. I earn £6,500 a year. That doesn't include if I do any overtime, so I'm going to say roughly £7,000 in a year. Don't even get taxed. I don't earn enough to get taxed. Still have to pay national insurance, so. Gosh, I'm tired. I'm not surprised. Oh, there you go, read on. But, yeah. So it's about 50, however much I said. I'll Google it again. 30 ETH to Great British pounds. Yeah, about £58,500. Which, wait. Let's just say £58,000 for whatever reason. Divide that by, let's just say I get £7,000. So that's eight years. That would be 8 years of my work. Not that I'm going to stay at that job, but £58,500 is like me working for 8 years at my current job. Yeah, I'd be cashing that out. I mean, I see at 20 ETH to the side. You can buy my land for 30 ETH. I'm good. Buy my land for 30 ETH. You let me just work from home, make content. I'll do more streams for you guys. You know, I'll do a 24-hour stream. Somebody offered me 30 ETH. I'd be like, okay, you can have a 24-hour stream from me 2 times a year, and then more streams throughout the year as well on OpenSea. That's just great. Yeah, anybody want to hire me for that amount of money? I am game. Please, that would be the dream. One day. Maybe not that amount of much money. For me, anyway. Now, if I was a coder, possibly I could earn that much. Working full-time. Would definitely earn that much. The senior. Yeah, developer, web developer. But yeah, Sandbox, if you're listening and you want to hire me to do a 24-hour stream doing Voxedit and Game Maker stuff, you know where to find me. You know where I am, guys. Just let me know. Let me know and I'll do it. But you gotta hire me properly, because when it comes time for me to sell my house and get a new house, I kinda need to be employed. Because for self-employed, you need 3 years in the UK of proof of self-employment. And I did have 3 years proof of self-employment when I plan on selling in a year and a half, roughly. A little bit less than that now. So, you know, fully hire me, contract and all, and I'm yours. 24-hour stream. We can make it happen. I feel like it would have to be more like a 24-hour attempt, and whatever I don't attempt, then I'll have to do like an extra long one next time. Because I've tried a 24-hour stream before. I lasted 16.5 hours. I was pretty happy with that. Is this for the outside of the tavern? Yes, it is. We're still doing it. We're still doing it. I did not have any time between Tuesday and today to get any more of this done. So we're still working off of it. But if you guys want to see something else being made, let me know. In fact, if you've got some ideas for people you want to see within the tavern, let me know, because I do want to make some people to fill up the inside of the tavern. Did you follow? Yes, I managed to get 3 normal plots, like the smallest plots, the $40 ones. I managed to get 3 of those. Very lucky on the 3rd one. I was trying for a very, very long time. Yeah, that was an awful sale. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, next sale that they do, I hope they are prepared for the amount of people and they sort whatever needs sorting out, and they let enough people know, because I think a lot of people agreed that that was a very bad experience. That land sale was horrific. Yeah, so we're just doing this side window here, which I'll be copying to this bit, so there'll be 2 long-ish windows. This one's a bit lower down. I don't know if I like it. And then these ones are just small ones by here. Hey, could you make a robot with simple arm and leg movements? I've been trying to animate our mechs and would love to see how you do it. I can give that a go for sure. Does it need to be a robot? A simple robot or just a robot? What sort of robot are you going for? There's lots of different types. Just a simple... Yeah, I've got a robot in my mind. I've got a robot in my mind. We'll go with what's in my head. Let me just finish this. Let me finish this window. Like a mech. not gone how I want it to go. Oh, okay, yeah, feel free, yeah. Send me a picture in Discord. We can definitely have a go at that. Let me just finish these windows. Hey, slime whale. Ooh, small creature robot. Yeah, but I think for me, a small creature robot within my fantasy tavern might be a little bit on the peculiar side. Might not quite fit in. It'd be a little bit like if anybody played Ark and you'd see all normal dinos and then you just see a robotic dino and you're like, what is this game? What am I playing? Which, by the way, I never found out what those robotic dinos were from, for, whatever. Had no idea. I don't, oh, didn't know it was part of the set. Oh, yeah, so everything I'm doing... So Monday streams that I do for the Sandbox, we've got our own themes and stuff that we're doing with that. And then on my Thursday ones, we started just doing like tavern themed stuff, and it evolved from there where I'm going to eventually make a tavern themed game. Every Thursday will always be Voxedit, and then rotating Tuesdays will be Voxedit Game Maker stuff. A wizard! A wizard would go with it. I love that. Finally got Sandbox Land this morning, so I better learn this. Awesome! Alien? Yeah? Alien? It's a little bit like Aurelian Soul, right? Aurelian? Oh, I butcher everyone's names. I'm so sorry. But yeah, wanted to get a bunch of stuff to make a game. Like a tavern themed game. I sent a pic in Discord. Who did you send it to? Because you haven't sent it to me. Oh wait, did you send it in my Discord? In Sandbox Art. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a... You sent like a thumbnail, didn't you? Okay. He's very large, so I'm going to make something smaller, but along the same lines. No, I got it. Yeah, you sent the thumbnail of what you actually created. It's fine, I scrolled in. Just means sound of wind. There you go. It's not my name. I know, but I mean, like, I butcher anyone's username that they go by on streaming platform services. Like, I can say the name could be perfectly readable. It could be an English word that I know very, very well, and I will still say it wrong. My brain just won't be like, oh yeah, that's a word that I know. It will just be like, yeah, just say whatever pops in your mind. Sure, that'll be fine. Like, my brain's just like, yeah, people don't need to know that you are actually smart. They just need to think that, you know, you can't read. What my brain likes to do to me. Alright, come on, Windows. Yeah, that's alright, because we're going to spend about half an hour doing this, and then we'll spend half an hour doing Towels. I'm calling you Towel, and I hope that's your name. Towel Freeze from Crypto. Robot. Goblins and orcs. Oh, yes! Goblins and orcs. I love it, I love it, I love it. I think whatever we're gonna make, the most land I currently have is a 2x2. So I think it's gonna have to be something like that will fit on a 2x2. But if we take advantage of the height of the land and like build things underground. So like the inside of the tavern could teleport you to underground that you don't realize is underground. More like Tales, remember from for Tales from the Crypt? No, I don't. Sorry. I'm gonna go if it is something I should know. Tales. Oh, an American TV show? I definitely never watched that then. Nope. Wait. When was this released? Because this will show how old you think I am. Oh, okay. Wait, original release from 89 to 96. How old do you think I am? For me to know that. I like that might be a little bit cheeky. I'm from 93. Okay, so if you're from 93, Panda is only 20. Oh, that's funny. No coffee and no American TV. What's the world going to? I'm British. I don't need to like coffee. If it makes you feel better, my mum likes her coffee black. Like, so no milk, no sugar, just coffee. So I feel like that encompasses, like that takes my coffee. Like she has my amount of coffee. She has hers black, so it's fine. In game you can change these. No, I don't. You can't size up, size down objects. You can rotate objects and move them about, but you can't size them up, size them down. The size of the objects is the size of the object right now. It's okay, I only drink Bang. What's Bang? What's Bang? You only drink Bang? Beer? Oh, it's an energy drink. See, there we go. I don't even know what that is. American energy drink. Yeah. Don't live in America. I don't know if my accent hasn't given it away, but I'm not American. I would like to go to America though. Once you go black coffee, you never go back to tea. I've not tried black coffee, but I have tried coffee and I definitely did not like it. Okay, right, so for mech, I am going to do something super quick, and it's going to be very rough. But for one, if you want to make it walk, you're going to need everything to be separate model pieces. So much like when you look at, let's just go to an avatar. Much like when you go to an avatar, they have their shoes separate, their legs, their thighs, their hips and stomach there, their chest, top of the arms, lower arm, forearm, hands, and head. That's all separate. That's what you would need to do, and then move them into the animator. So you'd make all these in the model section, make every single one. So you can obviously duplicate, so you would make just one foot, and then when you put it in here, you would copy it and call it like left foot or foot number 2. Same with the leg, do like lower leg 1, and then copy it, lower leg 2, thigh, copy. And you know, chest will just be your chest. I'm not gonna save him, so I'm going to have to make something super quick. I have a delete this section. I'm gonna create a folder and I'm gonna call it mech, and I'm gonna do it's not gonna be good at all. Do not expect anything great because it's just not gonna be great. We'll do a chest. I'm gonna make him just have an arm and a hand. Hand. Oh, arm, hand, hips. No assets. Thigh. Right, another one. Thigh, lower leg. And create new, and we've got a foot. Okay, you're my American liaison. Okay, I have them in 5 pieces, 2 legs, 2 arms, body, head. I thought I may have to make them even more pieces to work. Yeah, it depends where you want like the bends and joints to go. So I'm making a foot. I like to make sure I use my normal palette. So we're going to use my normal palette. Right. And I have like a rusty foot. Just a super standard foot. Okay, nice standard foot. I don't know if it actually, I think it needs to be wider than that. I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3. Is that about right? 3, 4, 7. Looks about right. Okay, so we got a foot. Right, lower leg. Can't remember how long their lower legs are. He's gonna have a blue lower leg. He's gonna be multicolored. Well, I've decided. Okay, so we're gonna go with a nice 3 by 3, I think, is about the right size for a lower leg. Great, yeah, looks about right. And then we're going to go there, add a little bit at the back. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a foot. We do have a foot. Oh, this is going to be so bad because I'm not even compared. Do you know what I can do? This is silly that I'm doing all of this. You know what I could do? I could go to this. This is my suit of armor. I'm going to move the shield. Okay, right. So I've already done... Actually, you know what? No, go back. Go back to where you were. Right, new. Move. I'm gonna call it move. Right, so 1, I don't want the shield to be there. So you've put it together. We've got the foot and everything. It's attached. You move it. You attach them to however you want to attach them. Make sure the pivots are where you want the pivots. So to make it move, you've got your keyframe down here. You want everything starting on the same place. And then you will... Oh, wait, I didn't... Okay, he's going to look very, very robotic in his movements. So his leg is going... Come here. We bend you. And I've not got the pivot in the right place because the pivot definitely should have been up here. And I've not... Oh, okay, no, I'm not going to be able to do this. And I know why. Because I haven't connected it properly. Right. You need to make sure certain things are connected properly. So, what did I connect? Okay, right. Up here, where I've done salute. Where I have done salute, because otherwise it's going to take me a really long time to get all the pieces the correct size, which I don't think I had the correct sizing. So, you will make the body, and then you'll make an arm node. Off of that arm node, so like you'll have a control node for everything comes off of your arm node, you will then put your arms coming off of each one of those. So you'll have the top of the arm, and then from that you would have your forearm and then your hand at the bottom. And then that way, when you make movements, everything goes with it. All that is attached. And then we've got the right arm node, and okay, right here I didn't do it quite right, but you would have your main arm, and then off of that you will have your forearm, and from the forearm you have your hand. Yeah, just shows pivots and movements. Yeah. So you will want your arm node. You will want your upper arm attached as the first one, and then attached, so another child node off of your main arm will be your forearm. And then off of your forearm, you do a child node to your hand. And make sure you got your pivots in the right place. You might need to move them about a little bit. Okay, you make me feel better. Not as easy. Yeah, it is very your tips already. Okay, good. It does take a lot. I made the mistake when I was making this. When I was doing the salute, I literally was moving the arm and then moving the forearm and moving the hand, going, this can't be right. So I made this mistake when I was making this, and I did this live as well. When I was making this, I made all these mistakes, so you learn from those mistakes. It does help if you look on the templates and look at how they're attached. That helps. The head would come straight off of the control node, and I would say you would have the body, because this one's not moving. I've not done it that way, but you could have like the body and the hips definitely want to be connected. So you're moving like that, and then your thigh, lower leg and foot would connect the same way as what your arms do. So think about like what is attached, like what do you need to move. If you're moving your lower arm and you want to raise your hand, all of this moves, so you want all of this connected. And then what you would do is you would move it to the pivot point that you want. So up here, so see at this point, there we go. So you would move these up and down. I'm not going to save this, so I could just move this. So you can move it like that. So now it's like, it's a very dramatic move. We're not keeping that. I'm going to click no. You see how, so you would slowly move it up. But you've got different ones as well. You can have it go slowly and then go quicker. Quad in, quad out. You can have it going the opposite way, so it'll start fast. And yeah, you've got lots of different play with all these. It's a bit annoying. They've upgraded this, so it doesn't say what they all do now. They had names before, and that helped me because I can't remember what they are without the names. But yeah, play about with those. Let me just check if I can show you. Oh wait, no, I can show you something. But I can edit for you to see. Needs a full stream to show all. Yeah, it really does, because doing what I did with that I built the whole suit of armor, like all those body pieces. That took an entire hour, if not a little bit more. And then the next stream we did the whole putting it together and talking about it. So it would be a very similar process of putting anything together. So if there's something someone wants me to make, whether it's like a little creature, I'm better with little creatures. Let me do little creatures. I don't think it's not saved in here. D drive, Voxedit over here. Tortoise. Here we go. Right. So this tortoise I made. Little walking animations. Also, you want to try and make sure that animations end. Why isn't that showing me if there we go. End where it starts for a smooth transition, that sort of thing. So it is about just placing everything where you need it to place, moving these up and down slightly, moving this forward, moving it slightly a little bit more, and just playing about with it like that. I'm sorry, I can't really give you any more. We'll do a whole build. Someone give me a fantasy creature that you want me to attempt to make. A small, cute fantasy creature that I can build and then show you how to do that. That would be good. I'd quite like to do that. Do a goblin. There we go. Right, goblin. Goblin, seahorse. Seahorse, what movements am I doing for a seahorse? A wolf. There's already a wolf. I can just recolor the wolf in. The wolf is there. There's a template for a wolf. Alright, that looks like that's in the right place. Swim around in water, bubbles out the nose. Be pretty fun to do. It's not very fantasy tavern themed. Goblin is great though, maybe some rats for your tavern. Can do that. One of the things, I'll quickly show you it. One of the things that we made. Where are you? Where are you? Table. Okay, so we've got the table. This is what we made. This took us about, was it 3 streams? 3 streams. Everybody gave like opinions on what they wanted to see. We have like a wine fills it. We got the blood wine. We got a knife stabbed in there. Yeah, we got lots going on. And then have this positioned. We have the animation of a little mouse / rat, and he'll just like go up the table and come down the table. I like him. He's super cute. A pixie. I like Pixie. Pixie sounds cute. Slash slightly evil. Sometimes pixies aren't great. Cornish pixies. They can be a little bit mischievous. I think that's there. Does that look even to you guys? That looks 1 voxel higher, doesn't it? This Cash, do you mind if I share your Goblin King? I love him. I think I'm gonna make a cute little goblin. Obviously not cute, but like a small goblin to yours. But are you happy with me? Oh, D-Live, what are you doing featuring me on the homepage? I'm only on for an hour. Thanks, D-Live, for featuring me on your homepage. I appreciate it, D-Live, and everybody watching over there. Yeah, show it. Okay, right, I'm gonna show you. So this is by Kirsch. Oh, wait. Okay, let me go back. So I've got to bring this up, and then I'll make it big. Right, so this is by Kirsch. This is his Goblin King. Look at his eyes, and like, look at the green snot coming out of his nose. And then his little, is that his buttocks? It's so great. I love it. That's cute. I know you're probably not going for cute when you made him, but I just think everything's cute. If I like something, it's cute. Is that one you entered for one of the Voxedit competitions, Kirsch? Because I know your Minotaur placed in one of the competitions. Was that another competition entry? But yeah, yeah, what do we think about the whole doing like a hashtag? Would you guys be up for that? Do you follow me over on Twitter? Do you use Twitter? If not, then maybe you can send me it on Discord or something. Panda Pops on Discord. If you're in the Sandbox Discord, you should be able to find me by just searching Panda Pops, or even going to the Going Live tab. You'll find me there. And then at the end of however many days that I sell it for, the theme is Forest, by the way. Yeah, it's a late second entry. Ooh, you got... Oh wait, it didn't come second. It was a second entry to it, yeah. Can you make buildings into assets? This is what I'm doing. This right here is a building that will be an NFT. And what I make on a Monday, where is it? This is my ramen stand. Is style corner store. Yeah, you can do that. So no, they're not. Right. One, never apologize for asking questions. You want to know, and I will give you the answers. If I know the answers. If I don't know the answers, I will apologize for not knowing the answers, and then either find out the answer at a later date if you come back, and I'll go, hey, that was you that wanted to know that, and hopefully I'll remember your name, Lazarus. I feel like I should. Why does Lazarus remind me something? Trying to get with, yeah, so you can make like whole buildings. You would have to make them to the specifications of what the humans are. So in here, an avatar is 60, a normal avatar, so yeah, just a plain avatar human is 64 voxels high. Each, yeah, 64 voxels high, which is 2 meters. So a meter block is 32 by 32 by 32. Any tips on making fire? Fire is really hard. Not gonna lie, I spent a long time making a fire. I put another fire in that I had to do an edit on it. There we go. I had to do an edit on this. So this fireplace is currently on Sandbox, so you can add it. So this is how I made the fire. You can, there's this little star up here, which will make it bright and shiny. And so that sort of gives it its flame looking thing. So that's the fire is on. And then I've done smoke and little bits coming up, and also some extra little fires coming down and going back. Yeah, is 64 blocks. So yeah, 64 voxels high is the average human. Then the large humans and stuff are slightly bigger, but not by too much. So this building, the ramen stand that I've done right here, this is actually, oh, I can't remember how wide I did it. Right, this back wall is 87 voxels long, and there's 2 of these. And it's like 80, how high did I say it was? And it's 80 high, plus the roofing that I'm doing on it. Yeah, go off of that. So like for this door that I've made. Also, yeah, so for this door that I've made, that's 75 voxels high. I wanted it on a slant, and I wanted it to be so, you know, they wouldn't be bumping their head. It would look like they could actually go through it. And for the height of this, I want to add like a roof, but with the roof bit, like a little attic-y type room, so it looks like there's an upstairs, without making it too tall. Because the bigger the piece is, which is why a lot of people will split pieces up, the bigger the piece is, the more laggy it is when you're coloring it in and editing it. So so it can't have too many voxels. I've made, yeah. So there is height restrictions. There's height restrictions, but when you move, so in the modeler, you can make, like, so I just made this white shell, and I'm currently coloring in the windows to sort of give them a 3D look without making extra pieces, because, and right, I'm gonna take Restream chat down just so I can show this. Give me 1 second. So we take restream chat down. So right up in this corner, it tells you how many faces there are. I'm guessing you know about faces and whatnot if you're using Magica Voxel or Vox. Yeah, you're using that other software. So you know about faces. Now you don't want something to have too many faces. Their upper limit is 5,000 faces, but they do prefer it to be less. Most of the time I have to keep a lot of my builds under 2,000 faces if it can be helped. So to cut around doing that, you make details. So you can color these in like I've done here, and you know, do stuff like that to give detail. The door, because this is meant to be an old-timey tavern, I wanted the door to be slightly skew width. So the door itself is its own piece. So I went to the model, made the door separate, and that's its own piece. Now obviously it's got these extra edges here because I wanted to make it look that way. So that's got there. And then over on this side, it was very zigzaggy going up here trying to do that. So I actually ended up just making a panel to go across to cover that gap without it being very zigzaggy, trying to get that to work. So things like, because I've had some people go, oh, couldn't you just make the window separate and place them so they're all the exact same height and size and you don't have to recolor everything? I could, but that would be increasing the amount of faces that I use. For more three-dimensional, for more faces. Yeah. Well, yeah, just think of it like a face on a dice. So, you know, a dice has a dice has 6 sides, and so it has 6 faces. This door has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the front bit and 10 for the back bit. Did I count that right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 10. That has 10. Well, that's fine. So far, I've only got 44. 44 faces is all I've got so far. Which is very, very low. Koreans, how was... Oh! Did you... I did, but it was awful. I'm not gonna lie. It was absolutely awful. Did you do it? Did you end up getting any? That land sale was awful. Sandbox land sale was great. Big up Sandbox. Whoop whoop. But Ember Sword's land sale, it was horrible. Like hollow it out? You can hollow it out. Oh wait, if you remove the inside of a model, does it get the faces count down? No. So if you're hollowing the inside, you're increasing the amount of faces. Think of it like a dice. A perfect dice. Like, if you also then hollow the bottom, it's not each, like, look, this is many, many voxels. These are each individual voxel. That doesn't matter. The faces is what matters. The faces are... I'll go to this. So this is just... cute. No, you didn't get any. Oh, it was... Also blonde, did you get any? Did you say whether you got any? I don't recall. Sorry if I missed that. Did you get any? Do you know, like, Kagi really struggled to get some. I don't know if he ended up getting any in the end, but that was it was a bit disappointing, if I'm being honest. That sale was a bit lackluster. I did get... Oh, you got Sandbox Land, but not Ember Sword. Yeah. Sandbox is where it's at, guys. We'll gladly see your gameplay when... Oh, great. Well, yeah, I really like playing those sort of games. I really like adventuring. I like grinding for resources. I don't know why. I just think sometimes it's nice. And I think when you're grinding for resources or doing little adventure things like that, you can kind of switch your brain off. And I enjoy just being able to switch off a little bit and chill out. But yeah, and I can't wait for Miranda's. I really should do like a games I can't wait to play. Because I cannot wait for Miranda's. I can't wait for Sandbox to be fully out for people. And I've gone purple again, I'm sorry. Oh, and I've run overtime. The only way I got Ember Sword Land was that my friend was able to get extra. That was really nice of your friend. That was very nice of your friend to be able to get extra, and then I assume sell to you at base price. Did they just gift it to you and you gave them the money? That's very kind if they did. Because it would be so easy to make money. Like, I was looking at the sales and they're already selling for double the price. I'm not good enough either. Good enough for what? Wait, what? Did I miss something? How impressive does a model have to be to get approved to sell models? I've submitted something, but I'm worried it's not good enough. What do you mean you submit? Are you part of the artists group? Are you attempting to get approved as one of the artists, or are you creating assets for your own game within the game jam? And let's just put it this way, I managed to get approved. I gave them the price plus a tip because they could have made, yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, you worry about you're not good enough at making these? Well, let's put it this way. I had never done any voxel creations ever before I used Voxedit and applied to be an artist. But they give you feedback. If you're part of the artist group, they give you feedback. They'll tell, well, at least your cell leader, if you are in one, should be giving you feedback on what they're looking for and stuff. And you work off of that. You only get better by from just learning from people. Where I was when I first started, I've improved so much from then. As an artist. Okay, so you will have to apply to be part of the creator fund. They request you to have a portfolio, so make a few things. I think it's 4 or 5 assets you need to have created within Voxedit. So just do that. And then they give you, so this is new, they didn't have it when I started, but they will give you an assignment, like a test, where they give you 5 assets. Like, they'll give you a theme and you have to create 5 assets, and you'll get paid for what you do create, but then they'll decide whether you will be part of the fund or not. And I got this information off of Slime Whale because Slime Whale recently applied to be part of the creator fund because everything's changed from when I started. But yeah, just there is no harm in applying, and it's not like if you don't get accepted, like, you can just practice, improve, and then try again at a future date. They're not going to be like, oh no, you applied once, you can't apply again. No, you can. Right, we have got to finish. I have to be up at 5 in the morning, which means I have to go to sleep. I really do. I wish I didn't. You know, just remember, if Sandbox wants to fully hire me, or anybody for that matter, if anybody wants to just fully hire me so I don't have to go to work at 5 in the morning, that's I'm open to that. We do need to finish. I reckon, so this tavern has been taking up a lot of the streams, so I think next week we'll work on the goblin, and then we'll work on the pixie, and I will try and get some of this done outside of stream, and then like show you what I have made of the tavern. Because this is really just going to be like an empty building shell. finish. I want to get that done, but I have got to finish because I have to get to sleep. So I'm gonna end. I like to end on stuff that I've made. So I am going to end. Oh, hello, wrong lot. What are we ending on? Let's end on the, what's the wooden? Oh no, that's not there. Oh, let's end on this. Here we go, because I've not really shown this off. Very nice. Nice sword and shield right there. Right, we'll end on this. Can't wait to see the finished tavern. Me neither. I have to go to sleep. Night night, also blonde. I have to go to sleep too. Let me just do that. Right, so you guys get to see that cool thing. Right, there it is. Right, there you go. So we're getting ready. Let me just refresh DLive because I like to give out the little lemony treats if there are enough. There isn't, so you will have to wait until Tuesday to get those lemony treats. Hopefully there'll be enough on Tuesday. And we'll transition to this. Oh, look at that, pro. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this stream. I will be back on Sandbox's official streams on Monday, where we'll be continuing with the ramen stand and hopefully making some animations for that. And then I am on Tuesday, same starting time, so 7 p.m. GMT / UTC. Convert that to whatever it is for you. It's 8 p.m. UK time if you're in the UK. So yeah, 7 p.m. GMT for an hour on Tuesdays, and we will be doing the Game Maker. We'll be playing about in the Game Maker, and then on Thursday we'll be back doing Voxedit, same time as always. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye.